Hi guys, it's me, Danibuttons, and I'm here today with my monthly Disney page. So, I think it's been over a year at this point, but it's been a while. But every month I like to do a page in my large color by number French Disney books. I just love them in general, and I do frequently still get a lot of questions about them. So I just always think it's fun to do a page, and I kind of walk you through my process. And yes, so today I'm doing a page from Mickey, Donald & Co. This is one of my favorites, and I'll talk about why. I was thinking of what page to do, and I realized that this would be a good time to do one of my pre-outline pages. So usually I do go through my whole process in the video, but for this book especially, I have spent some time just outlining. So I haven't gotten through the whole thing, but let's start from the beginning. Yeah, I just spent time doing just the black outline. And what I think is cool about this is if I go through the whole book and do all the black outlining, then I'm just left with a coloring book. So that's what I've been doing. And I also just throw in some color every once in a while. It's completely fine. And I figured this was a good page to show because sometimes we think that like these fancier books, you can't do what you want, but you still can. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm in the middle of that one. What is interesting is I have switched my process of how I do black outlining a little bit. So I don't know if I'll continue with my old process in this book or switch it up after this page, obviously. I'm not gonna switch mid-page, but yeah. I've done a bunch of black outlining in the Christmas Carol section too. Maybe they're all stuck together, but then the pages are just ready to go, and I just think that's a lot of fun, and then it makes it nice and easy to get a page done. So I love the black outlining, and this is me being in my own head again. I get in my own head a lot. I apologize for that, but I like to tell you what's going on in there. But basically, I love the black outlining. It's so fun and relaxing for me, and I really want to do more of it. But I think I don't let myself do more of it because I can't necessarily count this as a finished page. So when I'm tracking how many pages I've done each month, even if I've outlined 50 pages in my head, that's not any finishes, and then I don't let myself. But I, again, really enjoy it. So I think I might try to focus on doing some outlining this month because it's just fun. So that's that. Ooh. I have to reach across. I think I'm also going to attempt to use my Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens for this project because luckily we don't need too many colors. And this, I have been told, is India ink, which I didn't really know what that meant, but it's India ink and it's waterproof, maximum light fastness, oi, oi, oi. I don't know if it's just that color or all the colors, maximum light fastness. So, but these do not bleed through, so it's another option if you're looking for such a thing. Honestly, these are a little bit expensive though. I had originally gotten like my first, I think 20 as a gift, and then I just buy more from Blick, and Blick does this thing that if you buy 6 or more open stock of the same item, it makes them all cheaper. So I'm pretty sure I got like the first 20 as a gift, and then I just went back 2 or 3 times and bought 6. So I don't know, but that's that. And I also have my color chart written out. Yeah, so you can see I had all these as a gift, and then I went back 2 more times, it looks like. And I actually got a blue set as a gift too, which are these extra blues at the end. So there's that on that. So again, outlining is done. I did my outlining. Do I have one right next to me? Yeah. In the Tombow dual brush pen. So it's just black, and that is a brush tip, and then the nib tip, and I will literally outline the whole thing with the nib and then fill it in with the brush, and that's how I did this in the past. And now let's get to it. I also frequently look at the answers to make sure I'm coloring in the right spot, so I'm just gonna get my answer key in the right spot. I use the flaps that come with the book to kind of just like hold that down for me. So that's the page we're working on. Hopefully we have these colors. Let's worry about Pluto first, because if we don't have a good Pluto color, this might all be for naught. Oh no, I don't know if we have a good Pluto color. I think he's gonna end up just being more orange than expected. That's the other thing, is it doesn't really matter. As long as you get close, like, it's fine. So he's just gonna be a little bit bright. And I love this book a lot because it's pretty straightforward. Most of it is just solids and there's not too much shading, and that's a nice change. So obviously the ones with all the crazy shading will get you like really beautiful images. Oh no, we are bleeding into that. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. I'm just gonna keep a little piece of paper next to us. If we hit into the black, we will bleed because the black is just plain old water based. I'm just gonna clear my tip and try to be careful. We'll see. Yeah, I like the straightforwardness sometimes. Obviously, the detail ones will make really beautiful images, but I'm the biggest fan of all the Disney 2D animation anyway. So I really like these old school images. So that's it. I'm gonna just go really slowly around all of the black marker parts. And then when we get to bigger areas, we can do swooping. And also, I've mentioned this before, but my personal style in these books is I just try to do even lines straight up and down. I always go in the same direction, and I'll go top to bottom in the whole section. So in theory, even if it comes out streaky, it will be uniformly streaky. So that's always my goal. I know lots of people do lots of different things. When it's tiny spaces, I will go a little bit quicker and do different stuff, as you're probably seeing. But for the main image, that's what my plan will be. So yes, how's everybody doing? I still have not really got my filming groove back yet. I'm trying. I think it's potentially the change of seasons that I just want to do all the different projects. And my problem is every one of my hobbies takes up a lot of space. So I am again kind of squished in my desk right now because I got stuff everywhere. So we've also been like cleaning other areas of the house. We've lived in this house 6 years now, I want to say, and I feel like we've definitely accumulated stuff. And it's just getting frustrated because overall the house is tidy, but there are definitely like problem areas that have just accrued things, amassed stuff, and I'm fed up with it. So we've been trying to like every day pick a zone and like go through it and throw out stuff we don't need, because there's definitely stuff that has been here. Like I can't tell you what's in the attic right now besides holiday stuff. But I definitely put other things up there originally. And obviously, I haven't touched those things in 6 years. So I feel like I either don't need them or should be using them. So, I don't know. But the last 2 days, instead of doing a small section, I actually went for a huge section. And I worked on my closet. And boy, oh boy, I worked on my closet for, I want to say, 12 hours. Yes, that's pretty crazy. It wasn't necessarily 12 hours straight, but it like kind of was. I took a lunch break and that was really it. And I don't know. I don't feel like I did great, but I think I also did okay. I just get down on myself when it's hard to, if I can't visibly see what happened, I feel like I didn't do good. But because my closet is still very full, but I donated 4 large garbage bags of clothes. That's my hold up with cleaning and things like that, is that I don't like throwing things out that are not broken. I don't mind if something doesn't work anymore, getting rid of it. But I hate the idea of like throwing out clothes. So I obviously would much prefer donating it. And that's all well and good, but I don't know about anybody else, but we definitely get in, I I don't know, I wanted to say a slump, but we're not good at actually doing the donation portion. So we'll make the bags and we'll stack everything up, but then we never actually get it to where it needs to go. So that's not the best. But Samuel has promised that this weekend he will take the donations to where they need to go. He is actually gone right now because he is taking some bags of dog treats. What? No, hold on. Is he home? Or is that my papa? I don't know. I might pause and look. I'm pausing and looking. Be right back. Weird false alarm. All right, so he's actually going tomorrow, and he just ended up getting gas instead. But he went to go donate 2 big bags of dog toys, which I'm very excited about. I wanted to do that. Unfortunately, Noodles doesn't really care about much toys. She likes to play with like treat-filled toys and things like that, but she doesn't care about most other ones. She likes the ones that like have really long arms because she'll chew the arms off of them. So like crinkle toys are her favorite overall, but she does not really play with toys. So for years we got her Bark Box, which is a dog subscription. I love all subscriptions, including dog subscriptions, but we got her that, and for the first like 3 years it came with toys, and then we learned that you could just get the snacks instead of both. So eventually we did that. But all of that to say is she had a bunch of toys that she never played with, and again, I did not want to throw them out. So he was going to donate them, but apparently it is going to be an hour round trip to do it. So he's just going to do it tomorrow when he also gets rid of the clothes, because it's near each other or something. I don't know. I don't know what his plan is, but he came back. He's going tomorrow. So hopefully he actually does, because again, we're really good at putting the stuff in the bags, but we're not as good as getting the bags out of the house. But yeah, so that's what I did for 12 hours. And it was really hard to pick what clothes I wanted to keep. And I think it's because since it's been so hot for the entirety of summer, I haven't worn any of these clothes in months because it's a lot of like my long sleeve shirts. I love long sleeve shirts. It's like potentially my favorite piece of clothing is like a long sleeve t-shirt material shirt. And I have a lot from over the years, but since it's been so hot, I haven't worn any of it in months. So I'm like, do I really like this? I feel like I do, but I haven't worn it in months. But it, like, of course you haven't worn it in months. Like, why would you wear it right now? So that's what's been up with that. But I think I did good. Honestly, could I have gotten through even more? Probably. But it's hard because I'm kind of like, why get rid of it if there's nothing wrong with it? So I don't know. I did the best I could, and I feel like my goal was the 4 garbage bags full, and that's what I did. So it's definitely a good start, and we'll see. I think I just need to do this like once a year instead of however long this took. But I'm a little bit nervous, and this is going to sound so silly. I have a lot of clothes that were from like 2012. And 2012, the style was very, very different from what it is now. If you remember, it was very like weirdly business casual, and everything was mint and lace, and I had a lot of that stuff. And I loved that stuff. But I honestly don't know if I would wear it now because it is so dated. And of course, like, wear what you want, do what you want, do what makes you happy. But I think that like being a little bit more on trend than that is what will make me happy. So I don't know. I got rid of like my red jeans. I'm never gonna wear red jeans, but it was like making me nervous that I was like getting rid of all of my clothes with personality. So we'll see how it goes. I secretly kept a few things, but not too much. Luckily, I guess, all the stuff from there, or not all of the stuff from 2012 fits anyway, so that was an extra boost to get rid of it. But even I went through like, I an exercise pants phase that I just don't love the feeling of those pants. They were like, the material was gross, but that was what every pair of pants was at the time. And I don't know why we did that as a society. So I was happy to get rid of those. I got rid of most of my like pattern leggings. So yikes with that. Most of them, I was like all the LuLaRoe stuff that my old friend got me into. I wasn't the biggest fan to begin with, but I did it for her. And I'm looking in the back. I don't know how much you could see. Let's do the two easy ones and then we'll get to the background probably. Or, what's the super background? I think it's supposed to be greener, but I'm potentially gonna do like a warm gray instead because it's just the wall. And that's what I have. Ooh, did I miss Yep, I frequently do end up missing the black lines. So let's just do that first. Okay. Hopefully that's all we missed of that. But yeah, I have some LuLaRoe leggings from back in the day that I kind of never liked. But if you remember, it was like, oh, these are the only patterns available. So if you want anything, this is what you gotta get. And I was like, okay. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be lighter, but I feel like it should be fine. Oh, maybe not. That's really light. Can you even see it on camera? I just got scared that the camera wasn't even on, but it's on. Can you see it at all? This is kind of my best bet though. My closest match, because I have some greens. But I'm saving the greens for the rug and things like that. I think what I'm doing, if you can tell, is I'm kind of almost intentionally rubbing into the black a little bit, and it's kind of like darkening it a tiny bit, especially making an emphasis near the lines. So we'll just do that. I think you can tell. And I think, can you tell? It's going to have to do, because again, this is definitely a limited color palette choices because I don't have very many of these markers. So I could whip out another set, but I want to make do with what we got. Especially since this is background. Like it doesn't matter too much. And I like to also show that in these videos that like you just want the character to match and anything else doesn't matter. Like I could have just completely changed this and had yellow walls instead. But I did not. That doesn't feel like it's supposed to be that color. Oh, okay, I guess it is. So again, I am going up and down in lines in an attempt to make it uniformly here, but you can't really see it. So I can just kind of a little extra. Yes. Anyone remember what I was saying? I do not. I have to pull it a little bit closer. I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's what I have been doing. Oh, clothes from 2012. Like I like some of them. I don't know if I'd wear them. I don't know. Another thing is that obviously over the course of the pandemic, my style has gotten very, very relaxed because I just spend most of my time inside and we don't do things like we used to. And because of that, I have an abundance of like just t-shirts and sweatpants and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know what's too much. And then that's why I also would hesitate to get rid of some of the fancier clothes. Because I'm like, well, what if I need fancy clothes? But honestly, I'm very much the kind of person that loves buying new shirts because I love taking pictures and I love having new clothes on in those pictures. So it's not a huge deal if I get rid of them. Okay, let's do our tongue. Pink, pink, pink. Yep. And then we'll do our collar. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Our collar is like a darker red, so maybe we'll go deep scarlet. Is that you? Yup. Cool. I think everything else is pretty much brown that's left, which that's crazy. Oh, our rug is green. Let's do our rug, permanent green olive. I don't remember what we talked about in the last video, so I don't know what to update you on. So that's always fun. But if we potentially talked about this, but I'm willing to rant again. Halloween decorations. I don't think we talked about it. I think I talked about it on Patreon. I like to decorate inside for Halloween starting September 1st, and then I decorate outside starting October 1st. Our Target, as of like 2 days ago, still didn't have everything out, and that seems crazy to me. Like, usually they have their stuff out so early, and people had, by people I mean like the TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods trio, they had stuff out in like early July, which was also crazy to me. But I still can't believe Target doesn't have all their stuff out. So, my goodness. All right, let me do this then. Because I have gotten a good amount of new stuff this year. The first few years we lived here, we basically had to buy all of our decorations from scratch. I think I had tree stuff, but other than that, I didn't have much else for holidays. So the first few years we very much focused on Christmas, and now we have a pretty good Christmas collection. Like, I have at least one of all the basics, so of course I'll still be getting new things because I'm obsessed, but it's just incidentals. Yeah, I almost said accidentals, and that's not anything. Incidentals instead of like important big stuff. So I've started to focus on Halloween, and I wanted this year to be a big Halloween year. Like, I bought some pillows and a throw blanket and some fun decorations and all that jazz. And I wanted to do all of this at Target, but I went to Target so many times and they still had nothing. And it was crazy. So now I got everything I thought I needed, and I was just like, you know what, we'll give Target one more try. I heard they had... they have a lot of plants, and it's like cute. I got like the Venus flytrap one year, and this year they had or I've seen online at least, I haven't seen it in stores, boo bells. So it's like bluebells, but it's ghosts instead of the flowers, and they were super cute. And I was like, you know what? I would enjoy that. Let's go check it out. And instead, they still don't have all their stuff out as of like September 15th, 16th. And that's crazy to me. And I feel like they're not going to sell it all out now because it's so late. And everybody else has had their stuff out for so long. But we'll see. I gotta say, now that I'm finished my Halloween shopping, I'm ready for Christmas shopping. And I know it's crazy, but I don't know. Everyone, or not everyone, there are a lot of people that voice disdain for early holiday decorating, and to that I say, who cares? If it makes you happy, do it. So I am very happy decorating for holidays early. And I'm going to continue to do it, and I hope it does not upset you. The only thing that upsets me about it when it comes to stores, it doesn't upset me if they have it early. It upsets me if they run out early. So I understand, because obviously not everyone wants to do things early. Maybe you don't decorate for Halloween until like the week before. And I do think you should still be able to get stuff if you want it. So it does frustrate me. This happened last year is I had a gingerbread house building party, and I went to Target to buy all of the kits, and I'm pretty sure it was like December 4th or something, and they did not have any left. The whole section was gone, and December 4th is 3 weeks before Christmas. That's crazy to have missed out already. Now last year also was the supply chain issues really bad, so I want to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. It was annoying. All right, so I'm gonna do our couch in a raw umber. I'm sorry that I keep pushing the book down. It's just obviously like this half of it is pushing into my body, so it's hard to keep it on there straight. But yeah, so I don't think that you should be penalized for not putting your stuff up early, but I also shouldn't for putting mine early. My decorating schedule is, like I said, September 1st, Halloween indoors, October 1st, Halloween outdoors, November 5th, Christmas indoors, because my birthday is November 4th. So basically the week between Halloween and my birthday, or the 5 days, I guess, is my birthday. And then Christmas outdoors the day after Thanksgiving. Sometimes I can talk my dad into a little bit early, but not too early. Also, we used to, we get our tree the day after Thanksgiving, but we've had issues in the past. I don't know if it's just poor tree quality or what was going on, but I think 2 times since we've lived here, our tree has died before Christmas. And that's crazy. I shouldn't do that. We've had to buy replacements because we've thrown Christmas parties and the tree looked terrible. So, yikes. But I don't know. I really would love, when I was younger, we would go and cut down the trees, in a tree farm. Do it ourselves kind of style. We'd have to, go to nowhere, Pennsylvania to do it. So, I don't know if we'll do that this year or just go to a local tree farm. I think what happened was we got the best tree ever at a farm that's literally a few blocks away from us, and it was great and I loved it. And then the next year they sold to a different family, and the prices went from a $40 tree to a $100 tree, and it died and we had to get another one. So yuck. But I think we only have 2 colors left, and then we will be donezo, which is pretty cool. Doing good. Right? What's 9? Oh, a blue for the lampshade. All right, so it looks like our wall is a dark brown, but it looks like this thing is another shade of brown. I don't know if I have enough browns, because I do have nougat, dark sepia, and caput mortem. Caput looks like what this should be, but I feel like dark sepia is way too dark. So I might just do everything. I'm going to do 2 and 3 in caput. So it will be good. You won't notice. Uh-oh, why is this drying out? Oh my gosh, that's not good. Huh. I wonder if this was open. I have never had one of these dry out. I'm going to try to force it for this, and then I will have to do a different brown. Yikes. I'm sad. This must have been open or something, because this is dry. Oh, no. All right, well, I guess let me swatch nougat and dark sepia next to our numbers. because sometimes on the paper it will react a little different. Like dark sepia is actually looking fine. Yeah, let's do dark sepia. I just can't believe that happened to me. The horror. I'm gonna have to go back to Blick. These are fun to use, especially in these books. I think they do this specific line well, but yeah, I don't have very many colors. So, yeah, I have to, hopefully I will have the poll up for our buddy color of the month soon. I missed a few months of that, obviously, and I really want to get back into that. It might be just an all camellia poll. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough good fall books to do fall instead of jumping straight to Halloweeny. But it's always hard to know what books to pick because, like, do you pick something that's really new and popular, or do you go for, like, an old favorite that, in theory, lots of people have? I don't know. I always feel guilty because I always, every time, will get comments be like, oh man, I don't have this one. Hopefully next time. And I'm like, oh no. Hopefully next time. I'm so sorry. Like, it makes me so sad because I never want to be excluding anybody. So, we'll have to see what gets picked. That's why I do it as a vote, because then hopefully as many people as possible are involved. But obviously, you're only voting on what I give you to vote on, so it's still on me a little bit. Yeah, today, apparently, we're going to the horse race track as a last-minute surprise. My cousin was like, do you guys want to come? And I'm like, okay. But she also invited my papa. So it's a full family thing. My uncle and my dad, probably my aunt, at least one cousin, potentially both of them. I don't know. But I don't know if I've actually ever been to the track with them. They used to go to a different track in, like, Central Jersey every year. But they would go, like, once a year. So I don't know if they went for a specific race or what. And they'd make a day out of it. But we frequently go to this track that's nearby us. And, yeah. It's funny because the track is right next to Giant Stadium. But my next game, I still gotta wait a little bit. It's not till October 2nd. So, I'm sure that will be here toot sweet. Alright, our last color. We're gonna do a blue. I think I know which color I'm doing. Dark indigo, is that you? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, perfect. Cute, cute, cute. There we go, all done. So I'm gonna again show you the answer. So this is what we came up with, and that was what we were supposed to. So my background's a little bit lighter, and my plutes is a little bit more orange, but I think otherwise it looks pretty good. And without knowing the comparison, I think you would just assume this was correct, you know what I mean? So love that for me and Pluto. I'm gonna mark off, let me show you this while we're here. I have my book that I keep as a tracker, just for fun, because I love to track things. Is this Mickey, Donald, and Friends? Why did I call it that? Isn't it Mickey, Donald, and Co? Let's make sure. Did I do page 94? That's how we'll know. Yes, I did. Okay. So, get my purple highlighter out. And this is page 13. So again, I have all of these outlined, but I don't consider them done until they're colored in. So page 13, check. So that's that on that. And I just have one for all of the books. And usually I remember to do this. And it's more for fun. I just printed out a 10 by 10 grid on Google Docs, And then this is just scrapbook paper. And I actually have these all taped down in case I ever want to change notebooks. I just washi tape them in so I can pull them up and put them in another notebook or something. I used to handwrite out my grids every single year in my current bullet journal, but obviously I have no intention of finishing a whole page in a year, so that was foolish of me. But yeah. So that's that on that. And that's my Disney page. So I guess if you made it to the end, our secret word is going to be couch. This wasn't the longest video in the world, but let me know what you think. Again, I purchased all of my French books at this point from Larica.com. It is always linked down below, including a coupon code or affiliate code for 10% off your first order. You get 10%, I get 10%. You have to put that code in at checkout. So if you click the link, you're not affiliated yet. You have to put that code in, so don't worry if you don't want to use it, but that's where I find all of mine. This one is called Mickey, Donald & Co. To repeat that, yeah, I just love them. They're free shipping worldwide. I have heard that some countries you have to hit a minimum before they will ship, but then it will be free. So in some countries, check out for that. But otherwise, for the US, they are definitely free shipping. So that is it for me. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including our secret word, couch. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and hopefully I'll be back in 2 days with something else. We will see you soon. Bye, friends.